All right, you all know the Texans are coming off a huge win against the Browns. And now as things kind of start to settle down and you look at this team, you start realizing the reality of the situation. You start realizing that this Houston Texans team is not only a fun story this year, but they are going to be a perennial Super Bowl contender going forward. And the reason I say that is because I believe they're a Super Bowl contender right now. They're a Super Bowl contender this year. And I mean, like, you've seen it. When CJ Stroud plays, it's completely different. But now the defense is coming around. The defense is forcing turnovers. This DeMeco Ryans defense is starting to take shape as to what a DeMeco Ryans defense should and can look like. But that's not what we're going to focus on in this video. I'll do another one of those later in the week and talk to you about how this defense has shifted and the evolution of this defense and how it revolves around one Derek Stingley. But in this video, we're going to talk about this rookie class and the role that they played and where it all started. I think this is kind of cool. There was an article on Texans Wire. It was a long article. It was really cool. And they're talking about this group text thread between the rookies that started. And Hutchinson was saying how that group manifested it into the world without us even knowing it before it started. He was talking about how he was sitting and he got a text. And he said, I'm not going to reveal what the text said, but I knew who it was from. And it was, I believe, from Stroud to all the rookies. All right? This is huge. And it was him and Will Anderson, the second and third pick. And Will said, me and CJ always knew that the purpose in coming in here was to change the culture and build a new foundation and get the guys going. All right, let's talk about that. That's not easy. You are a rookie. Now, understand, if you're the second overall pick and the third overall pick, you are going to have a little more clout in the locker room. You are. But there's also this sense of you haven't shown anything yet. And until you do, you don't have it for us. And things, remember, didn't look good. In the preseason, it looked flat out nasty. I remember, yes, I was watching Texans preseason games. I know. It's crazy. But I was. And part of it's because we were doing videos on it for this channel. But the other part is just because I wanted to see what these two had. This CJ Stroud and this Will Anderson Jr. Like, they just got their bookends on each side of the ball. What was it going to look like? And the early returns weren't great. But then the coaching started to kick in. As the season went on, they both started to get better. They both started to look more mature. And now you have this group of rookies that is performing at such a high level by the end of the year and into the playoffs. Look at this draft class. You go CJ Stroud, you go Will Anderson. All right? Yes, you had to give up your first round pick next year, but I believe you get the Browns pick because of the other trade from your old quarterback. Hey, but question, would you rather have CJ Stroud or Deshaun Watson right now? Oh, I don't know. Right? Like, the 1 year of struggle is worth it. And then, so you get Will Anderson. Juice Scruggs is starting on the offensive line. Tank Dell is showing that him and Nico Collins are going to be one of the best 1-2 punches at wide receiver in the NFL. You've got Horton. You got Henry To'o. You're going to hear from him later in this. You have Xavier Hutchinson, who for a 6th round pick was providing. Like, he was contributing. It's unbelievable how this works. And here's what he said. The most important part of the group text was, it starts with us. For a group of rookies to come in, and a lot of rookies say that. Like, oh, we need to define the culture. We need to show this. We need to show that. A lot of people say that. But to actually do it. And that means that you have a coach that has buy-in. You have a coach that's saying the Texans should have the offensive and defensive rookie of the years on their team. Now, if you don't know about this channel, we are Detroit Lions fans. You see the lion in the back, but we love talking about teams that the national media ignores. All right, so you're never going to see Cowboys on this thing. And really, we talk a lot about the Texans, and we talk a lot about the Browns. And there's a kinship with the Browns, but with the Texans, it's just this unbelievable thing because you got your corner of Texas of people that like the Texans, but outside of that, there's not a ton. And we want to bring this energy, we want to bring this excitement from Houston around the world. And so, like, we see this, and the reason I bring all this up is because we're Lions fans. We had a really good draft. Like, we had Sam Laporta. We have Jahmyr Gibbs, who's been phenomenal. We have Brian Branch, who's been unreal. All right? Like, we had a really good draft. But when I put that up against your draft class, even I, as a diehard Lions fan, can't say we had a better draft class than you. Now, we're getting a ton of players playing and providing just like you are. But that idea of Stroud, Anderson, and Dell, like that trio, are you kidding me? Like that trio is just nasty. And then you get another starter in Juice Scruggs. Like, it's really, really impressive. All right? It's not just the rookies that are noticing it too. All right? Jonathan Greenard said they bring tenacity to the table. I don't see another rookie class topping them that has this type of firepower and how mature they are as well. And there's the word, mature. How mature they are. CJ Stroud did an interview on the Pat McAfee show. And you say whatever you want about the Pat McAfee show, but the cool, calm, collected character and just the mature brain that is CJ Stroud is remarkable to me. And here's what you have to understand. Like, at first, and I'm not this guy. I'm a Michigan fan. All right? Go Blue. We won a national championship. All right? Nico Collins. There you go. All right? You got the Buckeye throwing to the Wolverine. I'm not a guy who holds where people went to college against them. When they go to the pros, it's a fresh start. Let's see what you do. Let's see how you play. Gain respect. CJ Stroud is unlike anything I've seen. I understand him becoming a next great quarterback. I'm just amazed that he already is the next great quarterback. To do what he's done as a rookie is out of control. And it's a really good guy to lead this team. I've talked about it on this channel over and over again. Your receivers are good, and also he makes them look good. He has that Tom Brady quality to him. He has that Peyton Manning quality to him. He has that Aaron Rodgers quality to him. Just the ability to not panic and to make plays and just be able to read the defense and to be able to wait till the last second to be able to know when to do it. It's unbelievable watching him, and therefore unbelievable watching this team. So we're going to continue covering you through the playoffs. We're going to continue covering the Texans all off season. We want to be your go-to spot for Houston Texans football. So if you haven't yet with this channel, like, subscribe, and hopefully we'll continue seeing you. And thank you so much for doing it. Leave a comment. Let me know who your favorite rookie is on this team and who you think the culture builder is. All right, thanks. See you on the next one.